Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today's video was actually filmed a week and a half ago, and I'm just now getting time to put it up. But essentially in the video we're just taking our weaned calves that are off milk and bumping them up into bigger pens, because once they get off milk they start eating more grain, drinking a lot more water, and maybe a little bit of hay, and they start to make quite a mess in their smaller baby pens. So by doing this, we alleviate some of the chores by not having to bed as frequently. Without further ado, here's a video. Alright, so here you can see Dad coming around with the Bobcat S650, and he's got the calf carrier on it. He built that years ago for a way to move calves more efficiently. We used to just use halters and pull them and try to push them to their new pens. Right here we're just getting a corral set up so that when the calves leave their old pens they have a route to go. They're a little hesitant coming out of the pens because this is something new for them, but they get excited pretty quick once they're out. You can see this one here is just kind of checking it out. I'm just going to keep on moving down the line, letting the next one out. Here we've got most of them in the basket. I'm just waiting on a few more to come to make a full load. You can see this calf here, even though she's weaned, is still pretty hungry and thinks she's getting milk, but she's not going to be. Here's the rest of the calves here. 3 jerseys, and the speckled one's a speckled park. We started breeding some of the animals to speckled park that didn't get pregnant on the first or second service. We throw speckled park at them, and that's been producing some really nice calves. Just gonna hop in the skid here and pick the calves up and move them over to the other barn. And once we get there, we already have the pens waiting and ready. So all we have to do is let them out and guide them to the new pen. Here we're just checking what all numbers we have. We like to put them in age order if we can. It just makes it easier to keep track of everybody. So once I get in here, I'm going to start pulling select ones out, and we'll start funneling them to their pen. You can see all these calves have nice, whoop, that one got a little too excited there. For not having been out in the open, they still know how to run, and they can get away from you pretty quick. But yeah, when you look at these calves, you can see their coats are nice and shiny, and they all look healthy and full. We always give our baby calves colostrum the first 2 feedings. It just gives them all the nutrients they need, and the colostrum contains antibodies from the mother to give them a good start. And once you get a few out, this starts to pick up speed pretty quick once you get the hang of it. You can see all the cows to the left here are all Springer cows, and they're within 3 weeks of having babies themselves. See, they're just taking off there. Yeah, as long as you have it set up and a course for them to run, you don't have to do too much work. They take care of it for you. Just getting the rest of them now. We try not to rush them because you don't want them to wipe out and split and hurt themselves. Here I'm just hopping back in the skid. I'm going to take these last 3 over to the other side of the barn where we have a pen waiting for them. They're just going to stay all together in the same pen. they're not going to get individual pens. These ones are a bit older and have been off milk a little while longer, so they can be grouped now. I'm just going to go ahead and hop right up in the carrier here and get them chased out quick. Not quite sure what's going on, but when there's a group of them, they stay a lot more calm than if you were to try to move a calf individually. That does not go well. So now that we're done moving them, I'm gonna close the cage back up and put it back in the other barn. And now it's on to digging out their old pens so that we can make room for the new baby calves. This goes pretty quick. We have a little Bobcat 463 that we use to dig out most of the pen, and then another guy will get in the 773 and load it up into our box stall manure spreader. You can see even though we have the skid loaders, some of it still has to be done by hand, and that's where Brian there's kind of working it towards the center. Just got to be real careful because these skid loaders can do a lot of damage in a hurry if you're not watching what you're doing. Here Dad's just pushing the rest of it up into a pile so we can take it out. And like I said, we'll bring in fresh sawdust, and we'll bring the wire cages back in, and we always put a little straw in too. Just keeps the baby calves a little bit warmer, gives them a really good start. And, we get it cleaned up as much as possible. You can see Dad's hopping out here to help Dave kind of do a final cleaning, get every last bit of it out of here. And here's the calves after they've been moved. There's the speckled park. And, they're pretty comfy in their new pens, calmed down. You can see they're just relaxing, laying down, checking things out. They've got their grain, their water, and their hay, and they're happy. See this one in the corner here, she's chewing her cud. I got one sleeping. Well, thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you have any questions, leave it in the comment below. Thanks.